Hey there everyone, just so you know, today's Monday review episode won't be coming out due to some technical difficulties.
Involving sound.
If
you could guess.
Yeah.
But fear not, because myself and Dan, we went to London Super Comic Con this weekend.
We did at that.
Had a fantastic time, and we filmed some of our highlights, so that is what you will see today.
Yeah, but fear not, everything comes back to normal on Wednesday, where we're going to be doing the review episode that should have been today, and on Friday, very exciting, it is the last round of the round of 32 in the search for our greatest superhero of all time.
Yes, it is. So enjoy that when it shows up, and enjoy the Super Comic Con footage.
So I'm here with Roger Mason. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your book?
It's set in the future, and giant aliens have come down and destroyed civilization. They've built giant factories everywhere, and the humans who survived the invasion live inside the factories, in the drains, in the cracks, like mice, like vermin. I tell both sides of the story. The alien side of the story, which is kind of 12-hour shift and drudgery, and the human side of the story, life and death, romance, and tough times. There are two books in the series: The Factory Menace, and the second one, which is released today, called Culture Shock.
So it's a kind of post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
So what makes this different from other stories of the same vein?
I guess I'm not bothered about trying to make it different. I used to work in a factory, and it was an idea that just came to me, and while I was working there. We don't see the invasion. The aliens just overnight pretty much destroy civilization. I guess what makes it different is the factory where the aliens work is extremely mundane and based on a real canning factory, an agricultural factory. So the aliens are humanoid and very much they're basically people. They're like the people I used to work with, and they moan about their work and the crappy jobs that they have to do. Yeah.
Oh, cool. And do you have like a website where people can go find out about your work?
Yeah. It's published by Scar Comics, scarcomics.com, and Facebook. My website, because I'm a professional storyboard artist and illustrator, my website is looksgoodonpaper.co.uk.
All right, thanks very much. Cheers.
I'm Shane Shebsey. I'm co-publisher of Scar Comics. I work with a chap called Andy Richmond, who's my business partner. And the idea is we wanted to do something that was a bit different from a lot of other comic publishers. We don't really do floppy comics, we only do books now. And we don't really do superheroes. We like to explore other genres. But our main thing is that we like to give artists, whether they're established artists or newcomers, if the quality's there and the work ethic is there, we want to support them, we want to promote them. So we do all different types of genres: action, adventure, horror, fantasy, crime, science fiction, and mishmashes of all,
I mean, they look great. The production value of them looks great. Like as soon as you walk past the covers, they stand out. Is that something that you really put a lot of time into?
Yeah, each book we want to have its own identity and its own sort of brand, but at the same time we want people to know that a Scar book is going to look good. So there is a sort of uniformity in a way to the way that we approach our design with the books, but every book has an individuality of its own as well within that. Stuff like Madam Samurai here, that's got quite a strong brand of its own. Originally it was going to be a movie, because it was written by Gary Young, who wrote the Harry Brown movie, Michael Caine. But in the end, the idea was we can create a brand with the comic and then move it into other mediums from that, which is what the producer's doing.
All right, well, thank you very much. Yeah, we got the website off Roger, so that'll be below. Go and check out Scar Comics. I'm with Joe and Matt. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing here at the con?
Yeah, we design custom shoes. Our company is called Joseph Alexander Design, and we basically do one-of-a-kind custom shoes. So you can place an order, you can send us whatever shoe you want with any design you've got in mind. We've got a few comic ones when we met Stan Lee last year here, Jonathan Ross, and also Jason Momoa, who played Conan.
apart from shoes, we also do wallets and other things as well. We're looking into going into like handbags and things for ladies next year. Hopefully t-shirts as well. And we've also got a few just like random bits and pieces that we're selling today as well.
So people they'll suggest a design and you'll do it for them basically.
Yes, basically you can send us an image what you have in mind and what sort of shoe, and we'll make it happen. We'll basically put them both together and we'll send you a small rendering, and then when you're happy with that you just pay for it, and it's all done on our website. So yeah, it's all done online. It's pretty simple, and you can put whatever you want on them.
So what's your favourite shoe you've ever done?
Mine is the Stanley ones, just because I got to meet Stanley. And
mine are the ones I'm wearing actually. They're my favourites, but I do love the ones we do comic book wise as well.
All right, cool guys. Thanks. I'm here with Ed, creator of Mad World. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your book?
Yes, it's a survival horror starring a diabetic. So he's double screwed, basically. And he's just surrounded by all these crazy people. He doesn't know why they've gone crazy. He's being attacked by a lot of people. He gets kidnapped by a 12-year-old girl. And in the midst of this, he's trying to find his insulin, basically. So, yeah, it's all about that, basically.
So, I mean, where did the inspiration for a diabetic zombie apocalypse kind of thing come from? It sounded, did you dream it up one night?
Well, I'm diabetic myself, so I just I was thinking a lot about end of the world crap. You know, it's a bit dark, but yeah, and I just thought, you know, if I'd be proper screwed if something did go wrong and I couldn't get my insulin. So I just wanted to write about that kind of situation. So.
And so what makes, apart from the diabetic aspect, what makes this different? What makes this a good zombie apocalypse novel, graphic novel for people who like those kind of things?
Okay. Well, I think the main gist of the book is that it's absolutely random. Like, it's not chronological in the sense that, you know, this happens because this happens. It's mainly he's in a random situation. There's crazy people all about. Anything happens at any moment. And usually the crazies are absolute nuts and they do random stuff. So it's just a good read.
All right, thanks a lot, cheers. So I'm here with Charles and Nick. Charles, do you want to tell me a bit about what you're doing at the con today?
Yeah, hello. I'm an artist, signed artist for Sloth Comics. I illustrate their online steampunk comic, and I am also selling my own self-published comic, which will be published by Sloth Comics later in the year. Sloth Comics is Nick, who's the publisher. Especially, I'm fair to say the big title on the table is the Mobius book, written by Jodorowsky, who obviously are giants.
I'm guessing you probably know who Jodorowsky is anyways, with the cinema things, El Topo and things. And Mobius did loads of stuff, so I picked up the Mad Woman's Sacred Heart and got it I got the rights in the UK, so if you want a nice new edition of it, it's our nice new hardcover, and did a few exclusive comics just for this, numbered them, limited for just Academy of Superheroes. You got Booyah, a bit of gory, but all that's like French comics I translate mostly myself. And so far the ones we do are for us are digital and free to access online. Just download it, read it on whatever, and donate if you feel it's appropriate.
Okay, so what's the website that people go to if they want to?
Yeah, slothcomics.co.uk. Big in the back.
Lovable sloth.
That's the lovable sloth logo, and everyone loves them.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Cheers. I'm here with Martin Simmons and his book Eponymous. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Well, as we've been saying all day, it's a very hard story to explain. It's basically kind of a superhero story meets Bourne Identity, I guess, really. A lot of espionage, action-packed, conspiracy theories, that kind of thing. This is basically 3 stories from Versus Comics, which is an online anthology comic. And there's 10 pages each month in that, and this is just a compilation of the first 3 issues all in one, basically.
I really like the way it's printed and the way it looks. Did you put this to press yourself?
Yeah, we went to a place called Ripe Digital to do it. It's just a short run, basically. I think the idea is we're going to do this every time we go to a con. We'll have a new one, basically, for say every 3 months or so we'll get one together. But we wanted to go for something a little bit different, a different size, different format, but keep the quality of the paper quite high, because obviously it's quite vibrant inside, so we thought we'd do something that really showed that up, really. And so are you just selling it at cons? Is there a website that people can go to find out more? At the moment, it's still part of Versus, which is on versuscomics.co.uk, and that's just a digital format. And that's basically a PDF. And the only time we're selling the printed version at the moment is at cons, but we are looking to put it online and do it eventually. Yeah. All right, cheers. Thank you very much.